Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and we're back with this blue bag again. And we're looking for a printer, Rainbow. We're trying to get the printer working. It's kind of a fun thing for when people subscribe. Before I get too far into anything, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Mandy. There she is. She's trying to work the printer. It's kind of hard for me to stay focused on work and do printer stuff. So she's trying to make that happen. Yeah, those are lost. Marbles are lost. Anyway. So ideally, this thing gets done tonight because the recipient is coming over tomorrow. And I'd hate to say almost, but not quite. It's funny you're asking where the marbles are, and in my headphones, I'm listening to Holiday by Green Day. So, Mandy was just saying as we were getting ready to start this thing about tickets to going over to Malaysia, which I would very much enjoy. The coming back, it was either early in the day or very end of the day.
Going there too is like, oh wait, no, it's the earliest one is 4:15.
4:15 in the afternoon to go over.
Yep.
Okay. That means we don't have to wake up super early. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, but then we kind of missed the whole early check-in.
Right.
By the time we get there, it's...
Right. Okay. So do we take the bus instead? He has a restaurant?
KL though.
Oh. No, JB is further south from KL. KL is the capital. It's a pretty big city. It's a huge city. They just had a whole bunch of flooding. I don't think it's a good time to go there at all. Why do I just picture the cup of noodle soups? Anyway, so yeah, we're looking to get away for a couple days. So wait, I know that this part of the bag is going to be a little ways to go. What's the timeline for the strap to the bag?
Sure. I guess I can like try and finish it tonight. I don't know.
Hey, we have somebody from Brazil. That's kind of cool. Welcome. Hello. I am making a bag out of knots. It's like friendship bracelets, except it's really big. It's going to be a case for a phone. Oh, Rio de Janeiro. I've heard of that. Very cool. Awesome. Well, welcome. Like I was saying, this is a bag to fit a phone. With any luck, it'll be done in the next day or so. We'll see. If we go by bus to go to Malaysia, then I would suggest we put everything that we're taking into the backpack. That way I can just carry it all easily. Ah, I left USA. I now live in Singapore, and I can tell you the USA isn't as great as people make it out to be. In fact, it's pretty hard to get by in the US. It's very difficult. A lot of people living under the roads and stuff, and with bad weather, people die because of the cold. So yeah, as much as there are some good things in the US, there's a lot of bad, a lot of crime. It's really not great. Yes, I'm in Singapore. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock at night here. Yeah, I've lived in Singapore now for 13 years. And I can't imagine being anywhere else. I love it here. I was originally from Detroit, Michigan, which is the North Midwest. No, it's okay. I understand. I know a lot of people who speak two languages, and I know it's not easy. I only do one language, so you're doing better than I could in another language. Okay, bye-bye. That was fun. Wish there was less language barrier problems, but it's kind of understandable. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I'll add a few more rows. So we just had Thanksgiving, which is really not a Singaporean thing, but you know, a couple friends, well, a friend and Mandy and I all hung out, had dinner and stuff together, made some homemade bread that was absolutely wow, so good. That was kind of fun. I'm not real good at baking and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of practice. So when something comes out really nice, it's kind of a happy surprise. Yeah, so I'm not sure how much further down I need to actually bring this in order to make it big enough for the phone. But I suspect it shouldn't be too much. It's making pretty good progress here. I think still just a couple more. So I did manage to do a little bit of work on this week. Basically, flattened out the row where we left it from last week, and made it so that way I have a nice photo to share. Everybody keeps thinking that it looks like it tapers in, but it doesn't. Hello, Hadley. Everybody keeps thinking it tapers in. I think it's just like the angle of the photographs. I'm not sure, but it's not. It's a straight cylinder coming down. I think, like I said, I think it's just the photographs that kind of give it that weird illusion. Yeah. It's turning out pretty good, though. I definitely, I don't like, you know, bragging about my own stuff, but I am really pleased with it because it's supposed to look random. And one of the hardest things to do is to be random, because there's different things that we look at and we see it and we're like, you know, I don't know. It just, it's hard to do random. So this is, the colors are pretty well scattered. I'm trying really hard to make sure that I don't run into cases where I run a string down too short, because that would be a big concern. Ooh. I have a knot in my string. This could be a problem. And it's no longer a problem. Cool. So we're creating a much larger row that I'm working on than we have done in the past. My thought process to that is, if I do this right, this can be the last time we go around. So it kind of reduces the amount of times that I have to sit and rotate the whole cylinder. So. It really doesn't matter how long, you know, these little passes they go. So it's really quiet around here tonight, which is kind of surprising. I guess we're getting right into the whole holiday season now that Thanksgiving is out of the way. It's now straight on to the other ones. There's technically a bunch of holidays in this season, even if just one of them seems to take the center stage. Ooh, I think 2 more. Yeah, Thursday was Thanksgiving, and yeah, holy cow. I only ate one meal that day, but boy, did I make up for everything in that one meal. Holy smokes. It was all just so delicious. There was turkey and there was stuffing and homemade bread and yeah. No, I don't blame you. You didn't have Thanksgiving. It's a very American thing. I know I'm getting really close to like where the baseline is going to be. But as big as this row is, it obviously takes a while just to finish one row, you know, or one like column coming up, right? Like uh I kind of wish I had known that DMC had glow in the dark plus before I made the last pillow. It would have cost me an extra $30, but the smallest little dots on the pillow itself would have be lit up at night, and I think that would have been worth it. It would have been so fun to see. But no, I had to discover it afterwards, and then it was all like, oh man. And I don't want to make another dovetail bag, or pillow rather. So I don't know. Plus, how expensive is that stuff? It's not cheap. Hoping this is it. Let's see. Yeah. Can you? Oh, that's not good. How much further past the phone do you think it needs to be in order to make up for like how it closes on the inside?
Wait, Stacy at the top.
Hang on. So if I put it like this at the top, how much past the bottom does it need to be?
couples. At least.
It's like a couple more rows. That'll be it. No, couple more rows. Then we're there. No, couple rows.
So, I mean, it's not a 3D base, it's just ceiling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, which means that you need more because it's going to use up that space.
Right. So about how much though? Like half a cm? A full cm?
A full CM would put the phone right at the top. You need space or not.
Right. Okay. Well, my phone is much bigger than his phone. Remember, he's got the
Yeah,
little. He's got like an
he-
Apple or.
Yeah, his phone is not going to be that size forever.
Yeah, if it's gonna be a CM, then it's gonna be a bunch more rows added. All right, I gotta rotate it. There we go. Yeah, it was basically starting off tonight with a flat ring going all the way around this thing. And now we're just building up this whole little angle area, which once I get it to wherever it's supposed to be, it'll then go back to being flat. And I'll carry that out to the end. What is the thread that we bought, honey? What is it? Rayon?
Yes.
So, Rainbow, there is rayon glow in the dark, like thread. But you can take thread and put 6 pieces together with a little bit of twisting action and end up with something like embroidery floss. It'd possibly be a lot cheaper. And it'd be a lot easier doing it with what you're doing than what I do. Oh, I was saying that rayon thread has a glow in the dark that you could put together to use for embroidery. That's all good. So yeah, the rayon glow in the dark stuff it's pretty strong. The glow in the dark stuff lasts a really long time. I made a bracelet out of it, and it still glows. And it'd be a lot easier to use it for what you do than what I do. But it's like proper thread. Like you'll have to put like 6 pieces together to get it to be like, you know, embroidery floss size. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah. I think we're like a row or so away. Wow, we went to like, we had almost like 20, 30 people on the vertical stream for a minute there. And then it kind of just dwindled right off. Like it was really kind of jumping for a minute. And now it's a ghost town. Yeah. Looks all right. That's it. That's as long as the row has to be. Now all I have to do is bring this all the way around the whole thing. I got a feeling that this is not going to happen tonight. So I guess you guys can see the burn I got a couple weeks ago. It's kind of finally healing up. It's only just stopped being a problem. What the? Yeah, this is really kind of, it's a pretty long row. It's almost time to rotate this thing around again, I think. It's kind of... It feels like I'm working so far off to the left side of it already. So I'm pretty sure this is 140 strings going around. If I remember correctly, it is. It's 140. But yeah, to be honest, I'm not too super sure about it. But I also don't think I'm going to go into the trouble of actually counting it either. So. Yeah, let's get this rotated a little bit more. Yeah, so now you can kind of see like the row is seriously long. The Rainbow, is it still cold in the UK? Like, or as cold? I know you guys had dropped down pretty low, like last week. Well, I shifted the whole thing over. Yeah, it's getting to the winter time stuff. Wow. Denim and a sweater, little pullover. Yeah. We've been saying how it's been feeling kind of cold because we've had like rain every day for like over a week now. It's been a while. So our temperatures have been like 28. So it kind of, that's sort of our winter. Like, and the low is like 24 or 23 at night. Ooh. I haven't had Taco Bell in so long. Oh, I would be too. Oh man. Speaking of excited, I got really all like happy excited that because Mandy had found some kind of new hot sauce that was supposed to be like what was it? That wasn't habanero. What was the one of the
Uh,
creep? What's that one?
the Reaper.
Reaper. Yeah, oh yeah. It's made with hot sauce made with a Carolina Reaper. So I'm like all prepared to like have my mouth light on fire and just be like outraged by how intense this stuff is. And it was like it's spicy mustard taste. I was so disappointed. I mean, the hotness kind of stays with your mouth for a little while, but it tastes like a Dijon mustard with spice. And not even like crazy spice. Like it's about as hot as Tabasco's Scorpion. Maybe not even quite as hot as that. Yeah, I don't know what English mustard is like, but it was a letdown.
Didn't that?
It's good tasting. It tastes nice. I just, I was looking for something really spicy that would go with vegetables. This really just goes well with like meat because it's like a mustard. Like it doesn't. It tastes okay on eggs, um, but not so much for the veggies. See, did it again. It's so quiet tonight. Oh man. So Guns N' Roses is playing, and the little video on the side of the app is showing a video of them from like the 80s. And man, Axl Rose when he was like skinny and stuff, Slash and his big poofy hair and hat. Wow. Hey, just Strings Things made it. Hello.
Aw.
All right, on. You need one of those. What's the blanket that has like armholes in it? I don't remember what they're called, but I remember they're pretty darn cool. Snuggies? Something. Ah, somebody hit the little hearts on the vertical stream. That's really cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. A Snuggie. Perfect for cold weather. And you still want to, be able to do things, but you want to be also under a blanket. Nice. Right on. Wow. So we've got about that much of the whole thing to the end, but then all of this side stuff is sort of like kind of like getting you towards it. Here, let's rotate this again. I'm coming into a patch where there's nothing but light colors. Kind of hard to change the strings when it's just a whole bunch of nothing but light. Because they all look alike. Heck yeah. All right. How cold is it, just string things? ballpark. Like, I don't know. Like to the point of something could freeze? Oh, I just found out today that I don't have a video showing the benefits and what's the easel I use or anything about this easel in general. Because somebody had asked the question, like, what's a convenient way to make it a little bit more ergonomic? And I said an easel that I used one. It was even, you know, capable of doing the big project off of this one easel. And somebody commented like, I knew I an easel. Yeah, 50's getting there. That's chilly-ish. That's that's some jeans and a sweater. Uh, oh, really? What happened? Wait, isn't that the one where you fall in love with your kidnapper or something? Um, Ah, yeah, that's really not very bright. Air tags are really spottable. Aw,
Hmm.
this silly doggy. He's like, they would at least have turned the heat on, you know? Damn it. Why do presidents fight the war? They always send the poor. Why do presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? 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 They always send the poor. I have no idea what a carne asada is, but it sounds like the dog's got good taste. Ah, as long as it's taco meat from, like, say, America and not Mexico, because, you know, that would be wrong. Yeah, exactly. Wow, all these videos are, well, so the music on Spotify occasionally puts up a little something, you know, next to where the lyrics and stuff are, and it's right. So it's playing Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and it's showing the guys back in their prime, like this is 80s or 90s live. Just wow. No. For whom the time marches on. For whom the bell tolls. To the sky just before you die. For whom the bell tolls. Marches on. For whom the bell tolls. There's what, 6 people on the street? Are we doing the puzzle?
They're just like 3 of us here, right?
It says there's 7. It only say it in one spot now. Oh, I gotta show you guys something. Yeah, that's what mine says. Check this out. I don't think you can really see what it says. It says T72B3 number whatever. It's a tank, and it says something for something, I don't know. I can't read it. But on the other side, it says made in Russia and recycled in Ukraine. Essentially, it's a chunk of metal off of a tank that they've turned into a nice, cool little keychain, and are selling it in Ukraine. You know, from like those Russian tanks. So the picture on it is a tractor pulling a tank. Because if you remember early in the war, the tanks kept running out of gas, and then the farmers kind of stole the tanks. I think it's the coolest thing ever, man. I love the idea that I was helping Ukraine. And they sent us this giant size picture of the Ukrainian stamp came with it. So it's like a postcard size, which I think is also very awesome. Hey, Rara. All right, so you got Rara just thinking we can do the puzzle, right? We can do the puzzle. I need to get a thing for my neck, and I want to hit the toilet. So, yeah, it's pretty neat stuff. So hang on. Puzzle game. The start game. The puzzle. Wow. My antivirus was like, hang on, do you want to let this do the thing? Like, yeah. I'm live streaming. Like, don't spoil it. Wow. Yeah, we lost a couple people during that, but that's okay. I got the cold thing for on my neck. Yeah, you guys were pretty close.
Oh,
Oh God, really? Why am I picturing the National Lampoon's Christmas? Can't be something you're not. Be yourself by yourself. Stay away from me. A lesson learned in time. Respect. Respect. Walk. Oh no. Tis the season for shenanigans.
cat have Home Alone vibes.
You're right. Kevin! Damn it. I'm going to have to restart my phone, I think. It keeps trying to take over the music. And doing it in the middle of a good song, too. So yeah, my thought before that I only had an inch or so left to go. Obviously, that didn't prove to be right, judging by the length of this row here. It's coming along though. Uh, Healthy stink. Think about baseball, swing all night. Heck yes. Well, the pizzles are just the icing on the cake. But yes, there is something very, very peaceful about making bracelets or tying knots in general. Mandy and I were just talking about a little trip to Malaysia. And in the back of my head, I'm like, well, am I going to take any string? I think I'm going to try to go cold turkey It's only a couple days. I can do it. Yeah, but then it requires also like clipboard. The one thing I would definitely go with, no matter what, is I have like I forget who makes it, like one of those little books for taking notes, and I put any, like if I come up with an idea of a design or like an ornament or whatever, it goes into the book, because ideas just get replaced with more ideas. So like if I come up with something I think is really cool that I want to do, it goes in there. Yeah. Yeah, that happens at times. Mostly when I'm manic. That's when I like have so many ideas. But I'm now on medication that helps stop that from happening, which part of me is like, oh man, but the depression gets really, really, really bad. So it's kind of, it takes away the highs, but it also evens out the lows. So. One of the silly but many things I'm looking forward to is buying some chewing gum, because of the various anxiety induced things I go through. Chewing gum helps with it, and you can't buy chewing gum in Singapore. You can bring it here. They don't care if you buy some overseas, or another country or whatever. But
You might not want to advertise that.
yeah. Well, not like I do it for anything other than myself. I think it really came down to like when I was quitting smoking and I was using the Nicorette gum, that I kind of realized how that kind of settles the anxieties. Yeah. Yeah, there's no chewing gum in Singapore. I heard someone say that it was like I heard that they banned it after it caused some kind of trouble with the trains, but I don't know if there's any truth in that. I do. Yeah, that's what I totally believe. Oh, I just heard something here recently, blew my mind. Um, so like I said, I used gum to quit the smoking, right? Turns out ADHD tend to have become a cigarette smoker because the something about the nicotine or whatever actually helps give us the dopamine and helps us just kind of self-regulate. And so yeah, people with ADHD are more prone to become addicted to cigarettes.
Two hours later.
Uh, It's kind of difficult to see like how much progress we've actually even made tonight because I keep rotating it around. It feels like we've put a good dent into it. Well, here, let's, I'm going to rotate it again. Oh, let's take a moment just to see. Oh, yeah. If you fold it in half, you can kind of see that it's come quite a ways. Well, kind of. Oh man, it's Faith No More. Every time I hear this song, I think about the goldfish at the end of the song. Talk about having an MTV impact. All that you can. Right. That's very true. Yeah, I kind of wanted to be able to see the finish line. So I figured I'd do a bigger row. See if it would help light a fire under the my tush.
Barbecue tush?
Don't you get ideas now? It does kind of blend right in there, doesn't it? That's
It
that's
was
kind
not intentional.
it's kind of random. Oh, tomorrow is the hangout day. The first Sunday of the month is actually the first of the month. That's kind of weird. Forgot to mention that earlier. It'll be from 9 till midnight. Anybody that wants to tune in. If people don't want to use Discord, I can make it a members live stream, and that way you could just type instead of talking if that's preferred. Yay! Awesome. Yay! Yeah, it's always more fun when people show up. So. Well, that's one way of staying sane, I think. Maybe. I've seen knotting work done with one single color that can be absolutely mesmerizing. I really don't know the methods, and it might require like the actual pin board things to do it, but way cool. Ouch. That's a lot. How many skeins is that $70 buying? Like, what's the overall length? Okay. So let's say it's 2,000 meters. And then you divide that by 8 meters in a skein. That's 250 skeins. 250 skeins times 0.0. Yeah. Okay, but wait. If it's 2,000 meters, right? If you divide that by 8 meters, you get 250 skeins. So that's a lot of floss, right? 250 skeins is a lot of floss. But if you're buying a lot of floss, like 250 skeins, and you buy it through the My Connection over on AliExpress at like 7 cents a piece, those 250 skeins cost you $17.50. So that ball makes no sense. Just buy 250 skeins of your color at $17.50 and save yourself $50. Am I right? Anybody want to check my math? Okay, so a little bit more, couple more than 250 skeins, a little bit more, but still. Nice. But you see what I'm saying? The cost for the floss from China is saving you $50, like 52.50. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I did it right. Because there's 8 meters in a skein. Yeah. Yeah. If you're doing knots, it doesn't matter. If you're doing the cross stitch, then yes, maybe somebody would prefer DMC. But That's a lot of saving. Yeah. Again, knotting and doing embroidery is two different things. Mind you, though, I was doing some embroidery with this stuff. I've had no trouble. Yep, yep. Mind you, I think you have to buy at least 447 skeins to get it down to a reasonable price, but that seems to be relatively easy to do. At least I seem to find it easy to get 400 skeins at a time. And man, it's thinking down the sickness. Oops. Well, if you're getting it at 7 cents a piece, $70 is. Oh, yeah. So honestly, if you buy the 447, one of every color, you can get 2 of the caddies and buy the 1,000 bobbins, and then you can wind up 1/4 of each one of those skeins onto little bobbins and give yourself a sample box, so that way you can figure out in the future any order that you want. You'll have all the stuff, and then you use the 3/4 that you have of all the rest of the strings to make as many crazy things as you can come up with, and that'll keep you occupied for a while. And then, yeah, when it comes time for making any future orders, you totally know exactly what you're getting in. It's works out pretty cool. And you can actually check out the video on that. Like I have a video for the 447. Pretty sure I do. I do, right? How do you mention what your eyes can do? Right. Yeah, I love this song. The video is really weird, but the song is cool. Well, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. You move because you're standing still. Yeah, it's just a little weird. I get you're trying to have cool effects and stuff, but just a little too random. I like this song too. So I guess I didn't do a video. I guess it's just a web page for the 447. Let's see if I do this. Found it. Yep, yep. Hang on. Where's da 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 da? So yeah, that's what it looks like in the totes. It fits in two totes. You just need to have these kind of bobbins, and yeah. And so like I use the little paper things from the floss. They're all on the edges, like the strings are wrapped around, and the things are like taped down. So when you pull out any color, you can look and you can see what the number is. So yeah, it works out pretty cool. It feels like heaven so far away. I'm cold now that you've gone away. So where I had a patch of all nothing but light colors, I'm now in a patch of mostly darker ones, or at least mid to dark. Trying real hard to keep it bouncing around. Wait, are you doing the windows of your bakery and the glow in the dark? Ah. I think there's kind of a nice little balance of like different colors going through here. It would be real easy to make it bland, but it's coming out all right. Yeah, it's really fun. Well, thank you, Shadow. Yeah, that is really cute. All right. So this one shade of blue, like I'm working with right now, seems like there is a lot of it in here. I have no idea. I wasn't intentionally trying to target any particular color when I was picking it. In fact, if anything, I was trying to get like a wide variety, but for some odd reason, there just seems to be a lot of this one color. Ooh, you should find your pattern from your the temperature thing that you did, where you had all the bookcases with the temperatures in it, and find an interesting vase or bottle to put on the counter. That'd be kind of cool. You know what I'm talking about, Rainbow? Oh, okay. Oh, right on. And I can't quite spin it yet. These things at the top. If I turn it, well, sorry. Yeah, I guess I can. All things. I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, doing. So I'm not going tonight, so carry me home. Midnight, come home, work sucks. I know. Neighbors by the stairs. Surprises, let me know she cares. It ain't so. I'm gonna go turn the lights off. It feels so bad that I can probably get this thing finished in another day or so, but not in time for the kid. You know, it's like I could maybe get it done tomorrow, but not before they've gone. I mean, if I pulled a late night, I could probably, maybe. Yeah, we continue to stream on later, but I've only eaten a sandwich so far today, so yeah, you came in kind of late, Rara. That's okay. Yeah, I was saying I feel like I would go on and have a later stream, but I've only had one sandwich so far today. I'm kind of hungry. Thank you. Yeah, I really like it. I really think this turned out pretty cool. I hope the kid likes it. The puzzle master. Oh, and I have another bag after this one. The only thing I've been given so far is it's a power bank case and primarily black and oranges, but they conceded that they're not really creative when it comes to colors. So I don't know. I'll see what we have. See if we can't come up with something cool. All right, let me. Where's the things? Do schedule. There we go. Got the hangout tomorrow, and then I'm streaming on Tuesday and Thursday for anybody that wants to come join on those. I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't plan that far in advance. I have no idea. This will be done though. Hopefully we'll be on to the next project, which might be black and orange, unless I can come up with something cooler. Yeah, what else? Oh, so the hangouts tomorrow, anybody can come and, well, anybody that's either a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter. And was there anything else, honey?
Don't think so.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everybody hanging out. I made a lot of progress here tonight. It would have been nice to have finished it, but that's just not possible. So, yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one, and don't get your strings in a bunch.